How do I look?
Y'all look good.
She doesn't even know where she's looking at. Turn it off.
I just said y'all look good. And stop. Turn it off, please.
That is crazy. That's fucking with you. Listen, bitch, I don't got weed for you to after this.
She gonna start twitching.
Yeah. What?
I was gonna say, it's good.
Wow.
What is it? I saw it. Also, I'm getting thick, so it's real hard for me to be sitting on this stool
Alright.
with all this ass
All right.
on a Monday evening.
Okay, we're good.
Everyone chill. Let me see.
No, you can't drink that tea.
Oh shit,
No!
that's fertility.
Put it back. You can't drink my tea. That's for those.
I just took a big gulp. What does that mean?
That makes you fertile, bitch. You might be pregnant. You pregnant now. You the virgin berry. Hey guys, welcome to Let's Talk About It, the podcast without the podcast. I'm J.LONDON. I'm piecing in. How y'all doing? Okay. Yes, it was my birthday on Monday. Hello. Thank you. But y'all, today I have a special guest. The oldest of the bunch. Is there like a word for anyway, this is my sister. The oldest sister, Miss She Directographer, Miss I got a master's degree, Miss I ain't fucking around, Miss I'm about to direct all the movies in 2022, 2023, and 2024. Okay, Miss Gia. How you doing?
Hi,
Round of
guys.
applause. Woo! Hi, calm down. How you doing, girl?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm here.
Been a long time.
We lived together.
Yeah,
So
I know, but
stop
it's
that
been
lie.
a long time. We've done. Actually, we haven't
You never-
ever done this,
No.
right? Oh wow.
The last little sit down talk I had was with Jennifer, which was the holiday video that I have. So you guys check that out. I'm gonna have a little picture of it somewhere. I don't know where it's at, but check that out. So today we decided to come on. I was like, we need to tell our stories of like us growing up, our differences, etc. Reminisce. Also talk about her new YouTube channel that she's gonna be throwing out there. So you guys all better go and support her, show her some love, and different topics that she's gonna talk about within that channel, right? Stuff like that.
Different. Yeah, it's gonna be about different, just random topics. It's actually in the transition of becoming like this stale YouTube video.
Stale YouTube?
Yeah, it's stale.
What do you mean?
It's stale. It's
I have
okay.
to-
So I've been. All right. So my channel, actually, I don't even think it has a name. I just post stuff
She has like
in
2
my
channels.
in my.
Don't you have 2 channels?
Just one.
Just one? Didn't you?
Oh, the Mom Lives Matter, and then that one.
Yeah.
That's it. Just
She does
those
have a
two.
channel that I'll be linking down below called Mom Lives Matter that she shoots with her best friend J.LONDON. It's really good. They're about 30 minutes long. That's a real podcast right there. So I'm going to have all the information down below. Mom Lives Matter.
Yeah.
But what was your other channel? Do you remember? You said it was
I
another
don't
one?
remember the name, but I know that I'm trying to redo it now with just in my gazebo. So it's gonna be called Gazebo Talk with Miss Gia. So I'm actually in the process of getting that together because I feel like my old YouTube channel is just dead.
It's not dead. It's not. Nothing's ever dead.
No, but you know what I mean.
It could always be revived.
I think that I have
spruced up a
to
bit.
redirect my audience somewhere.
Or sometimes it helps finding your niche or like finding. I always think about what you're passionate about and what you care about, but also figure out what audience you want, who
I
you
know.
want to talk to, what's your niche.
Yeah, and that's actually been the problem. I don't know which route, which direction to go. I'm trying to reboot a show out in my gazebo since I have a new gazebo now, and I don't really have a niche. So I think that's my problem right there. Like, I don't know which way to go. That's why I decided to do it as like random topics. Just anybody shoot me a topic and we'll just talk about it.
And she's also a businesswoman. Her and her husband, they have strong custom graphics. So one thing that you could possibly talk about is how is life, you know, doing strong custom graphics, getting all those shirt done, doing the vinyl, using the Cricut.
Oh, wow.
I was inspired to make my shirts, y'all. baeincorporations.com, check them out. But, you know, she's been making shirts for a long time. So she does that. She's also a mom. You know, she's a working mom, getting shit done and having to come home, do etc. And there's a lot of women out there who can relate to you and who probably are looking for that person like, bitch, I'm not alone. You know.
Yeah.
So you got this.
Yeah.
She already recorded Gazebo Talk once, and I've been telling her to push it out.
It's so long, and I haven't actually had the time to finish it. I'm still editing it, so it's gonna come out soon. It's just, I've just had a lot on my plate.
How old are you?
I'm 30-something.
I'm 20-something. I am 20. Nah, I just turned 24 on Monday, February 1st, and
I will be 40 in May.
Really?
I'm gonna be 40 in May.
Oh wow!
Oh my gosh, I don't feel it though. So
you don't look it either.
No.
Jennifer Lopez is like 48, and that bitch
I
does
think she's
look
50.
old. Yeah.
Yeah, I think she's already 50. Sorry, J.Lo, if you're not 50 yet, but I believe she's already 50. But she looks good.
She does. Makeup.
She's like my inspiration.
Makeup and face thing.
But even without the makeup, she looks good.
Mhm.
She got body and everything.
Her body's
I
great.
wish I could. It's just, I know it takes a lot of time and money.
No,
I'm
telling you, you don't need money, yo.
I bet you she has so many trainers behind her, and then I bet you she has her own gym.
but that's fine because you can work out at home. You can transform your body. You can't let one little obstacle stop you or derail you from a place that you can see yourself.
True.
You can imagine yourself. You see yourself losing some weight, toning up here, toning up there. Do it. Okay, get you a chair, do some back squats, some front squats.
I've been trying. Yeah.
You don't need no money. Shit, I don't think she.
Yeah,
Didn't she put insurance on her legs?
Or something. I mean,
I don't care.
if I had the money, I think I'll put insurance on my whole body too.
I wouldn't.
I don't know why, but.
Yeah, why? Anyways, like what money would you? How does that?
I wouldn't. I don't know.
But
people do different things.
So we have a big age difference between us. It's like 14 years? 15 years?
No, 16.
16.
When you was born, I was 16.
Oh, wow.
So we actually have about almost a 70-year gap.
And we were both raised by our grandma. Her partially, her formative years. Formative years. And I was raised from the jump. You want to talk about that a bit?
Sure.
So tell us your side. Tell us your story.
Born and raised in New York, and I lived with both my parents and sisters, Jen and Jess at the time.
Pictures.
Yeah, there. So we were raised with our parents, both mom and dad, till the age of 7-ish. And so the story is that there was a lot of violence in the household. There was a lot of neglect by my parents, drugs, and other stuff going on. And so the foster care system, the city, they'd come in and they took us away. So me and my sister, we were part of the foster care system for a few years until I turned 12, and then Abuela, my grandmother, came in and she adopted us. So actually 2 out of 5 of us were in the foster care system.
Oh yeah, because there's you guys know I'm the only boy out of 4 girls. So there's Jeanette, Jennifer, Jessica, Jesus, which is me, that's my real name, and Jasmine. All J's.
All J's. I always say it's Gia, Jen, Jess, Jay, and Jazz. All J's.
I wanted her to share that because it's always interesting that, we're both related, same mom, different dad, etc. But it's just different stories being told, kind of like a different perspective. Because I was raised by grandma from the jump. I'm her baby. But she came in later on. So, and I know there's a lot of people who were in the foster system. So can you share your foster system experience and how it was? And
oh wow. Okay. So when we were first taken away, we were first in a shelter. And we were there for about a few weeks. And in this shelter, so the way this was set up back in New York in the 80s, so when they would take the children away from their homes, they would first have to go through a whole screening process. Right after they took us away, I remember being in a hospital, and they were just doing all kinds of examinations, and we were there for hours. And then after that, we went into a shelter, and in the shelter you had all types of kids of all ages, all age groups, and it was rough. I remember when we first got there, they were older. Mind you, I am about 7 years old, and Jesse is like 4 years old.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to right away act as the bigger sister, the mom, the parent, so that nobody would mess with her always. So we were there for a few days, and couple days in, there was this group of girls that were older than us. Like I said, I was 7, and these girls must have been about 12, 13 years old. And so I remember that one of the workers or case managers that was working there at the time, she had asked the older girls to help us out, to help us get dressed, and they even asked if they could do our hairs and stuff. So one of the girls, I remember this clear. One of the girls, she tried to comb my hair, and she was pulling it. Like, she was pretending to help because the case manager had told them to help us. So we were new there. But these girls were so mean. They were pulling my hair, and then they even went to my sister and tried to help her get dressed, but the way they were doing it was rough. Like, they didn't care. They were kids themselves. They didn't care to do that for us. And I remember standing up and actually pushing one of them girls because I seen how she was handling Jessie. She was pulling her hair and hitting her with the brush. And of course, at 7, I had to jump in and try to I had to try to defend my little sister from these big bullies. So that was the first incident that happened when we were in the system at the shelter. And I felt like from that time on, I had to act like a parent to her. And it was rough because I myself, at that young age, I was trying to figure everything out myself. But I knew that I had to protect my baby sister because of the situation and stuff. And then from there, we went to a foster house. A nice foster family in upstate New York. Big old house in the woods. And they were really nice. They were really nice. Big family. It was the older lady with her daughter, her daughter's husband, her daughter's kids. It was nice. Then we were there for a few months. So after that foster home, we actually got taken in by our aunt.
Titi?
Yes.
Ah.
And we were with Titi for about a year, and everything was good. I remember when they told us that we were going with our aunt, like I remembered who she was, and I was really happy to be back with the family. I remember that time I was so tired of being in the foster care system, even though they treated us nice, but it was just the fact that I knew when I was 8, like, that I wanted to be home with my mom. I wanted to be home, and I would pray every night to be home with my mom, but things didn't happen that way. And Titi's house, it was nice. It was cool. Like I said, I was happy to be home with family, but then things happened, and we were taken away from her. And then our next foster home was with this lady. She had so many people in her house. She had her daughter, her son, she had her older son with his wife and their family. There was a whole bunch of them.
Damn.
And then she had a daughter who was older. Mind you, by this time I was like 8. I was like 9 years old at this time. And I remember that she had a daughter who was around 13 years old. And this girl used to just come every day after school and blast the music to Madonna, La Isla Bonita.
I don't.
This girl, yeah. So I knew that song, like I knew that song by heart. Every day, this girl would come home and play and blast the music and play that song. That's one thing I remember about that. About, you know, she was a foster sister, but I remember that. And then her son didn't eat anything but Cheetos. Her son would have a tantrum during dinner, like, because during dinner, the way it was set up in this foster home, her kids would eat, like, after they would cook, she would have her kids in the kitchen eating. Then after they eat, they'll call us into the kitchen to eat. The whole time we were there, we couldn't do anything. Like, we had a structure. We would come home from school and be in our rooms. We couldn't do anything with no one else unless we were told. If we wanted to go watch TV in the living room with them, we couldn't. We had to wait. I don't know for what, but we had to. Everything, we were always in our bedroom. The bedroom was a small size room with 2 beds in it, and
it was you and Jessica, right?
It was me and Jessica, in that room, yes. And we just had to stay in the room till whenever she felt like it, and we couldn't make too much noise. One day I was playing with the click clack. Remember the click clack? Click clack, click click. Yeah. So I was
the ball with the chime.
Yes. Yeah. So we had went to a fair, and her son bought us that little toy. And so when I got home, I was so excited about my click clack. I was 9 years old, you know, playing with my click clack. And the foster mother came in, and she took the click clack away from me, and she smacked me in my head with the click clack because I was being too loud.
Trash.
Yeah, but
aren't you when you're a foster parent, don't you collect money?
Yes. I honestly feel like
a lot of foster people who be fostering the shit ton of kids and treat them poorly just for the check. Like, that's terrible.
And in this foster home, we weren't allowed to, like I said, do anything, just come home. We didn't go out. The only places we went out to was doctor appointments, because I had a lot of doctor appointments at the time for my ear. And I just remember just going out to school, back home, or going out to the doctor, back home to, to her house. And that foster home was kind of rough because they did mistreat us, like, in the sense where they had, like, I think it was more of emotional abuse with them. They didn't allow us to be kids. And when we did try to be kids and play with toys, they would come into the bedroom and hit us.
They were trying to, like, have control of everything.
And so that was the downside of the foster care system. There's just some places where you just never know who's really in it for love or who's really in it for just the money. And I felt like that family wasn't suitable to be a foster family. So I did go through that. There was some other stuff that went on, but that's
for her YouTube channel, which you guys are going to subscribe to. And then, so after the foster system, you went with Wella, right?
Yes. So no, after that house, after that foster house where they treated us bad. No wait. So yeah, after that house where they treated us messed up, we went to another foster home, and that was the foster home back in Castle Hill. Nice, loving family. It was the lady, her husband, her kids were grown, and that was Carmen and Daddy. That was the last foster care home. They were awesome.
Wait, Carmen you went to?
No.
Oh, no, these are
another
different
one.
Carmen.
Yeah, different Carmen. Yes, and they were awesome from the jump. I remember the first night we got there, I was so happy to be out of the other foster home. I find it, and the deal with that too, the other foster home that we were in where they treated us bad. So they took us from that home because, every week our case manager would come and check up on us, and she would ask us, how everything is going in the house and stuff. These people would tell me to lie. And I wasn't trying to be there. So I did open up to my caseworker, and I told her everything that happened. And from then on, then they did the investigation, and they found out that it was true. They weren't treating us right. So they took us away.
I hope they took all the kids and they never got any type of kids after that ever.
So her kids were weird. Her son always had a tantrum during dinner. We would hear him from our room screaming and shouting because he did not want to eat. But you know what was the only thing he wanted to eat? Cheetos. She would give him a bag of Cheetos and he would shut up and just like that's the only, I swear that was the only thing I saw that kid eat all the time, Cheetos.
So it meant, oh my god, there's Cheetos right there.
Oh yeah.
That's a fucking weirdo.
That's weird. I guess that's why I don't really like them that much.
his poops are probably solid.
Yes.
Look, this is my niece Diamond. Come on in here. Come on in.
I need my juice.
What juice?
It's in my room.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Oh, go get it.
Oh.
So, the new foster home that you got to, they were amazing.
They were good. They were
good.
nice. Mm-hmm.
Do you still have contact with them?
Yes, I do. To this day, I still have
Shout out to y'all.
contact with Carmen, my foster sister Judy, and they're awesome. Well, I have more contact with Judy, my foster sister. She was the one always involved more with us. She took us places. So she was in her 20s at the time. So she did a lot with us. And I am, to this day, I'm grateful. And I'm like heartfelt for that family.
So she's like in her 50s now, right?
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah, she's in her 50s now.
Guess who knows how to do math? So I remember my funny stories with Wella like sneaking out because our grandmother has an addiction with the lottery and bingo. Like, bingo is her life. She's usually there. Before, she used to go every Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes Saturday if the jackpot was like at 1,000. And sometimes she hit that jackpot. Back in the day, she used to hit. But after, like, well, I'm not even going to put that energy out there. She's still with it.
She's still with it.
She's still with it. We're going to just positivity and good vibes. She's still with it. She's still doing her thing, you know. But that was the only time that, like, I don't know, I could live life. I don't know about you, but, like, Willa is crazy. Y'all met her. Y'all love her. Shout out to Willa. But she crazy. She was strict.
She was just really strict. Yeah. And when I first came into her home, it was shocking for us because she was just, I didn't remember Abuela being so strict like that. I guess because we never lived with her. I did remember who she was because she was there when we were growing up. She was there, but and then after that she had moved to Puerto Rico.
She's always back and forth.
Mm-hmm. And so that's not how I remembered her. So when here we are, I'm coming back to the family and I'm living with my grandmother. I'm 12 and she's like, you can't go out, you can't have friends, you can't do this, you can't do that. I'm like, oh my gosh, how am I gonna live? So we did have to sneak out the house when she would be in bingo and you know, that was like the free happy time for us to go and hang out with our friends and speak with them on the phone. And so
I have a little sister, Jasmine, and she was raised by our aunt.
A great
aunt.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, she used to go to the bingo a lot too. Not to tell her business. But me and Jasmine used to sneak out, oh my god, all the time. She had a whole double life. Not I was good. I was just a fat ass. I wanted to walk to 7th Street and get some Chinese egg rolls. Because they're really delicious.
Oh yeah, they are good. Oh my god.
One Wool Garden.
Yeah.
Happy Walk.
They're still there?
Yes.
Is it still there?
Yes,
Wow.
and they're still delicious. I was just there. I went in March. It was so good. The cuchi fritos.
Yeah. On Hamilton, on 10th, El Barrio.
You remember
Yeah,
what's that shit called?
I know there was one on 10th in Hamilton.
Yes, right next to the pawn shop that Willa used to always
Yeah.
take her jewelry at. What is that? It's called El Rey del Mofongo.
There you go.
El Rey
Yeah,
del
that was
Mofongo.
that was more down the block from El Barrio.
That was
restaurant.
so good. But the best one that I ever found, if you guys are ever in like not southern, no, it's
Which one?
like not Susquehanna. Airport Road. If you're ever on Airport Road, Union Boulevard, there's a place called Punta Cana.
I haven't ate there.
It's so good. Like oh my god, I love rice. I love rice.
Oh yeah, he can eat rice every
fucking
freaking day.
Future husband, write it down.
No, I can't do rice every day.
Get it up, Pat. Figure out. Future husband, master that shit. Master rice. White preferably, not racist. I like brown rice too. It's just that white rice.
Rice with everything.
Oh my god.
What are we eating today? Rice?
I just got hungry. What are we eating today?
Fried chicken.
With what?
Possibly rice.
Maybe some beef.
Yeah.
Is it gonna be white rice?
I don't know. Depends how I make it. How like either the yellow rice with the beans
I'm
in
pray
it,
to Jesus. I'm pray to Jesus to see and be like, yeah, God, put white rice in her mind. But it's just a light suggestion, not a full one. Anyway. But tell us one story, like the top funny story that you have of you sneaking out, or I know I have one. Yo, we used to get our ass beat.
Oh yes, we did. I was no joke.
Yo, and then she had this thing with the mirror, right? And I've told this story before, so definitely again check out my last video. Not like my last video, it's like 3 years old, but I'm gonna have it all linked down below. She has this mirror. Till this day, she has this mirror. And this mirror would tell her about, like, I don't know, the mirror and her were like one. Like, she was a fucking psychic. With el mercado, huela. Like, she used to be the one, Acuario, Pisces. Like, she got powers or something. But this mirror would always tell her when her or Jennifer were, like, cutting up.
Like, yes.
And they knew how to cut up. They cut up very well. They said, but my favorite is, well, let's see it two. The first one was like when Wella was talking to you and you were trying to ignore her and you put the radio up. You don't want to know what my grandma did?
You remember that story?
My grandma done grabbed the boom box and slammed it over her head. Ah! And she got a hearing aid.
Yeah.
0 fucks given. She had no fucks to give. And yo, she crazy.
I can't believe she told you that story. Oh my gosh. Did she tell you how it started?
No, but you're gonna tell us.
No, it's okay. So
Shit, these lights are.
I came home from school and I was really tired. I don't know what was going on, but she told us to clean the dishes and stuff. She would give us chores every time we came home from school. So we did the chores.
And you gotta get it done when you tell it, not when it's like your time.
Yeah.
Like she says,
Oh my
you
gosh.
stop what you're doing.
So actually, I did do the dishes that day after school. She said, do the dishes or whatever. I did the dishes. I don't know. We were probably doing something physical that day in school that I felt really tired. And after
She was fucking. No, I'm just kidding. I just kidding.
So, I think
let's talk
it was,
about it. We can talk
because
about
I
it
was in the swimming team in junior high school, so I think it was that. It was.
It was deep in the snow. Like, sorry. It just pooped out. Like, anywho, sorry.
So I did do the dishes and all, and she was still fussing. I don't know what she was fussing about. I had did my chores, so I went into my room, and I would just lay down on my bed. And I remember her just going back and forth, like the hallway in front of my door in my room. And she just kept yelling. She was yelling. She kept yelling. And then she came up to me. She was like, did you do everything I told you? I told her, yes, I did. Go check the kitchen. So I got mouthy. I did get mouthy. I told her, go check the kitchen.
And well, I was like. She transformed. Like, she like.
I was just really tired that day. I didn't mean to disrespect her, so I did yell at her, and I told her, check the kitchen. I told her I'm tired. Like, I was just, and she just, what did you say? And I was trying to listen to the radio because she was yelling so much, and I didn't want to hear that. I was tired.
And my favorite thing that she does, she be like,
so she came into the bedroom, and she was like, oh, you ignoring me? You're listening to the radio? Oh, yeah. So she unplugged the radio, the boombox that was next to my bed, and she took the boombox and said, wow, like she just banged me in the head with the boombox because she thought I was ignoring her, which I think I was.
and Jennifer and Jessica were just laughing.
They were just, like, oh, shoot, like, you just got served.
See, okay, y'all hear that crazy story? One thing about me, y'all, is that I'm exactly like my grandma. It's bad.
Yeah, you do have a lot of her ways.
And now that I'm getting older, it's getting worse. It's getting real worse. You know when they say that, the apple don't fall far from the tree? Bitch, I fell to the roots. I fell right, the tree trunk is right here. I'm the apple. I'm like right there.
Yeah, he fell right on the, trunk. We rode.
Yeah, these bitches
we
rode down the valley.
To the field.
Yeah, they did some Jack and Jill type shit, fell down.
No, his apple just fell boom right there on the root of the trunk of the tree.
She does this thing, and then I've been catching myself do it. That like, okay, let's say you see somebody cooking something, or you want a snack or something. She does this thing with her robe, because she always has a robe. She'll be like, ¿Qué es eso?
Oh yeah, she sneaks into the kitchen
and she fixes it.
She eyeballs what you're making.
What you doing? What are you making? ¿Qué es eso? Ah, okay. Mm.
And then she continues to eyeball whatever it is that you're making.
Bitch, I've been doing that. And
that's the cue that she wants some without telling you she wants some.
Yeah, because I want to be humble. I don't want. What if that's theirs? It's not like they don't want to share. Sometimes I'll be asking people, you want some? Deep down, I pray to Jesus right away. Please say no. Please say no. Please say no. Please say no. And they say yes. And I'm like, here we go. So I think the same way with people. Like some people probably don't want to share. So instead of me being like, hey, can I have some? And they being like, oh, I guess. Yeah, I'd rather just have them offer.
Yeah, you do that a lot. I noticed that.
Yeah.
Just say you want some.
No, because like, just
because I don't be knowing if you want
I feel like
some,
that's
if you eat
like,
what I eat.
I feel like that's greedy.
No, it's not greedy. You see how much I eat?
Yeah,
if I see you eating
shit, she be like, I want some, and I'm like, bitch, I only made 2 eggs.
I don't care one half of that egg. And that's how we.
Recently, yo, she's an odd one.
If I see you eating something, and I be like, ooh, what's that? If I feel like I want some, hey, can I taste that? Can I have some?
Yeah. Her husband was right there. I was like making some eggs, and I'm talking about it for a minute. It isn't until she sees it that she'll want it. So I'm like, ooh, these eggs are done. Like, these are gonna be so good. She's like, I want some. I'm like, oh. And then her man saw me do that. He was like, child, just grab there's 2 boiled eggs in there. Just put it in the pot. I was like, oh, thank you, Jesus. Like, I'm really gonna have to give her one of these eggs right now. My true fat ass came out. I was like,
you was mad because I wanted one of his eggs.
I was like, look, have one egg. But this what happened, and Jesus don't like ugly, okay? I ate the first sandwich, delicious. Made the second sandwich, there was shells in it.
That's for not sharing with me.
Yeah. And I was just so disappointed that I threw the sandwich away. I was like, I don't want it.
Yeah.
And they're like, why'd you throw the sandwich away?
Yeah, well, it was only one shell. It broke my heart when he threw the sandwich away. I don't like wasting food.
I was so mad. Yo, and I don't know. I ain't got that much weed now, guys. You guys know. Ooh. So I catch an attitude for anything.
Yeah. And I'm the one telling him relax.
Yeah, my nephew last night like went to the gas station to get, I don't know what I went to get, and I caught an attitude real quick. He was like, Theo, you need to chill, and I'm like.
And he get that from my grandma.
Yeah, she has a bad attitude.
You're impatient.
No, it's not impatient. Well, at least not for me. That bitch impatient as fuck. Like, she is impatient.
Oh, well, I is impatient.
Yeah, and she'll catch the like the worst attitude.
Attitude for any little thing. What you say? She's ready to fight for everything. That's how my grandmother is. And she's what, 77?
77.
And to this day, if she think you talking about her, saying something she don't like or whatever,
no.
What you say? Like, she would jump. She's quick to want to slap you, fight.
Yeah.
She's in her 70s.
And it's bad.
She still got it.
I do have it bad. I got it bad.
She almost hit me because I didn't want to take her $20.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
That's my niece Diamante.
Yeah, she did almost hit her. I think she tried to be like, come on.
Oh,
you
she
know how
pinches.
she started.
She'll be like,
no, she started poking her with the money.
Pocket.
Yeah, she started showing her with
and
the
then she
money.
gives you give you this look. She's like,
Mom comes.
yeah, like, if not, I'm gonna fuck you up. all right. But it's okay. I mean, I don't mind it because me and Wella are like.
Yeah, they are. You're the baby, and
I'm the only boy too, so
yeah.
She don't give a fuck about them. She'll literally be like, "Oh, that's my favorite."
Yeah, she is her favorite.
But like she says, I didn't give her that much heartache and shit like that, even though her actions speak differently. But anyways,
I don't know, but no, for the most part, I heard that you were a good kid.
Yeah.
Growing up, you know.
But she wanted me to she would try to prevent things happening, but they never really happen. So she'll beat my ass for no fucking reason.
Yeah.
Like, I would get home, she's like, that's for talking to that girl. And I'm like, I'm gay. But I didn't say that. I didn't say I was gay yet.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway. Did you know I was gay?
Mm-hmm.
Growing up?
Yeah. I sure did.
Was I fruity to the booty?
You were.
You were a fruitcake 5000, baby.
You were. He was a whole fruit cupcake. I loved you, though. I knew it.
I wasn't that bad. I would never shut the fuck up. Like, I was singing all the...
You would say how you feel.
My knees just went like...
You would just say how you feel, and whenever you wanted something. Oh, I want that. I didn't do that. I did.
Yeah. Oh, I used to.
You were mouthy.
Oh no.
Eso
no fui yo.
I mean, it was a good thing that you, from an early age, you learned how to advocate for yourself. But that was what got you the ass whooping.
Yo. Yeah. So I had a bad mouth. Not bad. I'm a good debater.
He just expressed himself.
I could debate you because if I know right from wrong, and I knew right from wrong since I was little. Like, I knew some shit my family was doing was not correct. Okay, I don't like some of my cousins. Y'all know that. So I would just see it and I would say something about it. Why stay quiet? That's gonna hurt you. If something bothering you, it's better out than in. Why? Because hatred does damage to the person it's stored in. So let it out. I'm not.
Wow.
That's so bad.
What?
That's good, actually.
If you have nothing nice to say, don't say it at all.
No, if somebody's doing something wrong, are you gonna let it continue, or are you gonna? And like, yo, when I'm telling you what I got them hands, she got them hands. So I remember one time I used to be like, none of y'all defend me. None of y'all like me. Oh my god. Anyways, what were we talking about?
It was crazy, but we have.
This is why I love this podcast, because you just talk about whatever
just
the fuck you want.
forget.
We're about to close out. These lights are hitting us. It's 3:08. It's blood o'clock.
Okay.
What were we talking about? But like I've been saying multiple times, you gonna recreate your YouTube or?
So what I'm going to do is I do have a channel that I have been posting random videos to on YouTube, but I do want to repurpose that channel and start a new show called Gazebo Talk with Gia. And basically that show is going to just be about random topics. I just want to sit and talk about anything anything currently going on in the world at the moment in my life, anything. So it's just going to be based on random talks at the gazebo.
So I was going to ask you what's one thing that they can look forward to, a sentence, a word. Yeah, give me one word. I have 2 questions for you to close out. First question is, what's one word that can describe your upcoming YouTube channel?
One word? Interactive.
Oh my God, my forehead just got tight. I'm sorry, y'all. It just like, whoa.
I feel like I do want it to be more interactive with my fans, I guess. My goal is to create a fan base and reach out to people and reach out to people who can relate to similar stories and similar situations that I may be talking about at the moment. So
I like that. Real quick, shout out to the London fam. We about to hit 1 year.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah. In March.
1 year?
1 year.
Oh wow.
1 year. I think my first episode was March 18th. But if y'all real London fam, you guys remember the first show I produced, which was Bed Bull, which is talking bed bullshit, which is very similar to Let's Talk About It. But anyways, we'll get there when we get there. Final question.
Okay.
If you had the ability to make one law in the world, just one law that everybody has to abide to within, the U.S., what would it be?
One law? I can't think of anything.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. It's there. I
Let me
feel it.
see.
Think about it. Meddle on it. Let's do a little jingle while we watch it.
It would be a law against judgment.
Okay. Diamond, do you want to come on here?
Against judgment.
That's it. That was what I was thinking. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not being able to judge people.
Yeah. Oh wow, we
That's
think
annoying.
alike. True.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
So
feel
no
like
judgment?
I feel like there's a lot going on in the world.
That's like the main thing, hatred.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's how I feel.
Oh, I can't wait for y'all.
That's how I feel. Like there is a lot of judgment, and judgment is the root of hatred. And I feel that if we judge less, we will be able to love more and accept more.
Amen. And it's funny that y'all say that. One of my favorite scripts is Apocalypse Now, Marlon Brando. Watch that movie, Apocalypse Now, with Marlon Brando. But there's a script that says, judgment is the thing that defeats us. Because these men, these trained cadres, militant men would go in and they just inoculated the kids of polio, which is giving them shots.
Wow.
And these other men came in and just cut off these kids' arms.
Oh, wow.
And he's like, he never understood why they did that. And he said, because they didn't have any judgment. Because judgment is the thing that defeats us. Judgment can either...
Oh, that's deep.
Yeah, judgment can either, like, make you or break you, really. So, you guys, I'm going to put that down below.
I have to watch that movie, too.
Oh, it's so
I haven't watched that
Marlon
movie.
Brando. Shout out to you. You be delivering monologues. I auditioned with that script.
Yeah?
I love it.
Yeah, keep going.
So good. But thank you for being on Let's Talk About It.
Thank you. Thank
Now,
you.
This is our first time. If you ever want her back, London fam, you already let me know.
Yes.
That don't make no sense.
No.
Let me know
Let him
if
know.
you guys would like Miss G back. Y'all, if you guys see anyone going through a rough time, please tell them everything's gonna be okay. Give them a hug or fist bump because of pandemic.
Yeah, don't be so quick to judge anybody according to how they look. You know, you never know when somebody may be having a bad day out there, and just your judgment is, maybe making that situation for that person worse. So instead of judging, just
put a shoe on. Put their shoe on. Take one shoe off.
Hey, do you need help? How can I help? That'll be the best thing. Just ask them, how can I help you? What's going on?
I like that. And London fam, make sure you guys stay tuned for tomorrow's episode.
It's gonna be nice.
I'll be talking about some Hidden Figures, not the movie Hidden Figures. Well, actually the ladies that are in Hidden Figures, but the topic is just Hidden Figures. Those are the 2 words I'm giving you. Hidden Figures. That's it. But y'all, London fam, like, share, subscribe. Thank you for all the love that y'all been giving me these past 2 weeks. Okay.
Wow.
My interview from BET for College Chill with Vanessa, shout out to Vanessa, is at 6,000 views right now to like 5,800. I know it's gonna get
wow.
there. I know it's gonna get there. Thank you. Make sure you guys subscribe. Make sure you guys share, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right. Bye. God, it's gonna take forever to edit. However, got pet stains.
Did you even stop recording?
No.
Stop it.
You want to stop it?
Did you stop it?
No.
Oh, stop it.
We're cut.